bologna, and then crackers. That
There
was a treat.
special treat.
That was a treat.
Because you made everything else.
Yeah, you lived off of the land.
John, I got something weird blinking here.
Yeah, you lived off of the land.
Is it a battery? It's a square in the middle and a long piece.
Could be
Who
tape.
originated that had Igbo Chuck blood?
Probably is.
Tape.
Grandpa
Tape,
Warren.
Grandpa Warren.
Yeah.
Well, why did Mom says everybody thought he was
And
crazy?
it says wife one now.
Somebody said,
Well, he would go around saying, I'm Igbo Chuck, I'm Igbo Chuck.
well, they might have thought that because he said he was evil Chuck.
Not whatever else people were calling themselves.
Right.
He would never. People, you don't.
Was that his a name then?
No, Igbo Chuck is a tribe in Africa.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, well,
That's
based
what Grandpa
Well, he's like
used to
Kunta
have
Kinte.
come
He's
from
going
there.
around saying, I'm evil Chuck. I'm not what you want to call me.
I'm
Right.
not American. I'm
Right.
not that. I'm Igbo Chuck. So see, Tyler, Andrew, that's something that you can research.
And just
Igbo
to
Chuck.
speed on that, my experience of working when I used to work and I caught cabs off of Michigan Avenue, I happened to get in an African, he was an African driver. And I got in his cab and I said, I'm going to so-and-so, so-and-so. He said, before I take you, he said, can I ask you something? I said, certainly. He said, are you from, or do you have anybody in your family from Africa? Just because, no, what I'm saying is that he asked me, did I have anybody in my
Africa.
Right, because when he said that, he said, do you have anybody that's Igbo Chuck? And when he said that, I remember hearing the stories on the family reunion, and he says yes, because they're very proud people in Nigeria. And when Charles Jr. did the research, that's how we began to, we found out more information. So as far as the young people, I'm saying, to know that that would be that fourth.
What specific tribe that their ancestors came from, basically, because it doesn't go back that far. Because if he was Igbo Chuck and he came here, he was my great-great-great-grandfather. That's not, I mean, when you look at it, that's not extremely a long way that you're tracing back. You see what I'm saying?
Long enough, because it would be prior to 1865, so.
Correct.
Right,
But
he was 12 in
1865.
That means he was born in the 1853.
So he was
He
actually,
arrived on a slave ship.
did he arrive on a slave ship or was he born in slavery?
Oh, I see what you mean.
No.
When was the slave trade? You just did a report.
Forget about those things in history.
Okay. All right, Aunt Rose, so you had all these wonderful sisters and brothers, and you grew up on the land. You had your milk in the streams, and
Yeah, well,
Look in the street.
Keep it cold.
well, that was our part when we came, when we were not living at Grandpa's house, we were living at our own house at that time. But
how long did you
Grandpa,
live in Grandpa's house?
well, Grandpa's house was, we were on that land for quite a few years. I can't remember what year, Mary, that Papa moved, transitioned from moving for our house, you know, where we all were born, and went to Papa Caesar's house. But what I'm trying-
But you didn't, you were already married.
yes,
You
but
were already married.
what I'm trying to,
Maddie, what I'm saying is, you had already married from the big house
right,
where I was born and you all were, So Natty was still at home, and I went up there too, to Papa's house. Now I can't remember the year.
but anyway, I do say this, as you heard me say about Grandpa's big house and the linen and the wine and the whiskey, whatever they owned, they had that. And he had servants to take care of the house, done the cooking and putting the food on the table and all of that.
Now, I
Were the
was
servants black too?
Black, they were black. And Grandpa had everything. We had geese, we had ducks, we had turkeys, we had chickens, and whatever, a manner of things we had. We had a goat, and we had a lamb, so we had some of everything. And, but someone had to take care of that. Someone had to clean the what we call it, I'm trying to think of what, not the,
almost like a stables kind of
yes,
thing.
where the ground was, where the dirt,
They pooped and ate and everything else.
right, that's what I'm
Not
trying
the
to say.
pasture, but
Right.
whatever you call them.
Right.
Almost like a pen.
He would have that clean, he would have, and when
Was that
Dad,
part of your jobs when you lived there on the land?
no, that was his house, we were at our own house.
On the land, no.
Uh-huh. And when we come, but I was so afraid of them because the turkeys, when they come, they would bite you, you know, and pick your clothes. And it was frightening to me because we didn't have no turkeys.
Right.
He had turkeys at his house, but we didn't have no turkeys.
Did you all go there like every Sunday for dinner?
Sometimes, yes, more or less it was. Because I guess Mammy Cat and him went to church. And things were really nice what he always prepared for them to have. And the same as when it's time for the holidays and things, he had certain things that were cooked up. Now, I'm not sure if it was like Easter, but I do know the 4th of July, during some of this 480 inches of land, he always kept it all clean and shelved, and they had the cows and everything. And they had beautiful cows. I can remember that because I'd have to run, so I was so scared because that's the calves, right, of the old bull would come and get you.
Come kick you in the booty.
Right. They sure did, because at one time they got my brother Dan, and they bumped him in the back behind, and he had to go up the tree.
Oh.
Those are some of the things, yes. But my grandfather, this was